right, welcome to practice. My name is Danny, and I'm going to be teaching about a 30-minute or leading a 30-minute yoga sequence today. Before we begin, make sure that you have any tools that you may need. That may be a yoga block, that may be a blanket, a yoga strap. You can always substitute a yoga strap for a long sock if you don't have a yoga strap. I'm gonna have a pillow just in case. And let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and sit in a comfortable seat. I'm gonna use my pillow. That can be putting your legs towards the front. That can cross your legs into an almost lotus position. And allow yourself to come to this present moment. Come to this practice as you breathe in through your nose. Bring awareness to your labret that's superficially placed above the lip. And notice the cool air as you take an inhale and as you exhale. Lower your shoulders. Place your hands wherever it feels most comfortable. And try to focus on nasal breathing as you inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose as well. Really notice the difference of temperature as you inhale and as you exhale. Before we begin, I would like to acknowledge the practice of yoga, my teachers' teachers, and my teachers' teachers that have taught me to teach yoga and allow me to practice with you today. I want to remind you all to remember to practice with non-harm to the physical body. If a pose or movement does not feel right, if there's any discomfort, allow yourself to adjust and remind yourself that there are yoga blocks accessible to you. Remember to practice with effort and ease, and invite your senses into this moment. Just a reminder to fill that belly up with air. Allow it to expand, and then as you exhale, allow it to fall. Really feel the difference of that diaphragmatic breathing. Go ahead and take a few more breaths in whatever way they are accessible to you. Go ahead and start wiggling those toes. Start moving those fingers, moving the hands. Start blinking those eyes. So we can begin. Alright. Go ahead and start making small circles with the wrist towards an internal rotation at the wrist. Imagine as if you're really creating space in those wrists as you warm up the upper body. Go ahead and now go towards an external rotation. Move those wrists around, warming the forearms up to begin that practice. Feel free to adjust in any which way that feels comfortable for you. Good. Go ahead and bring your hands down. Lower the shoulders. Imagine a string at the top of your head so that you can align your spine a little bit more. And lower those shoulders again. Raising the arms up. Bringing the biceps near the ear. Lowering the left hand down, the left arm down, and bending the left elbow as you move the right arm towards the left, waking up your right lateral anatomical chain. And try to look up towards your hand or towards the floor, your choice. Bring that right arm down so that the hand meets the mat. Bring that left arm up, bending at the right elbow. And either look up towards the hand or down towards the mat. Sending that inhale to the belly, allowing the diaphragm to expand. Good. Now bring that left arm down. Let's go ahead and roll the shoulders forward at your own pace. Now roll those shoulders back. What is your body telling you in this moment? Just inviting that conversation in. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Or whatever is accessible to you. Raise those arms up. Now we're going to go to cactus arms. You're going to bend at the elbow, a 90 degree. And kind of lift that heart up, shine the heart forward towards the sky. Perfect time to set an intention for today, if you like. Pushing the hands up. Cactus those arms down. Shining that heart upwards. Pushing those arms to the sky and lower all the way down. Good. All right. Let's go ahead and go into a tabletop position. Try to align the shoulder to the wrist, hip girdle to the knees. And we're gonna go into a cat-cow. As you breathe in, push those glutes out and roll the neck up. And inhale through the nose. Using your abdominal muscles, try to squeeze towards the internal part of the body and exhale. Breathe in, moving that head towards the sky, the glutes towards the back body. And squeeze that abdominals tight. Good. Breathe in as you look up. Exhale as you look down and push that hip girdle towards the chest. Good. Let's go into a neutral spine. Let's go into that tabletop position. Let's go ahead and move side to side with your fingers facing the front of the mat. Bending a little, bending at the elbows a little. Good. Now go ahead and externally rotate at the wrist. Still moving side to side, warming up that wrist. It's important to warm up that wrist. Focusing the breath and going at your own pace. Now go ahead and internally rotate the palms, the hands, the fingers, and we're moving side to side again. Good. Now go towards the back of the mat and forward. Warming up that wrist, so back and forward. At your own pace, whichever way feels most comfortable to you, listening to the conversation that you're having with your own body in this practice. Go towards a kneeling position. And bring that right leg towards the front and push your body up to a low lunge. Go ahead and bounce towards the front part of the body. Waking up the left hip flexor as you bounce a little, releasing some of that myofascial tissue as you bounce at your own pace. Go ahead and lower that right knee down, switch towards the left, bring that left foot on the mat, and gently bounce. Really feeling that right hip flexor open up as you bounce. Good. Go ahead and go back to that kneeling position, putting those arms and hands down on the mat, pushing or putting your feet, the balls of the feet to the mat, pushing, using the feet into a downward dog. And allow yourself to pedal this first dog. Alright, you can be on your toes and really pedal and feel the posterior chain warm up around the calves, around the hamstrings. And acknowledge what your body is telling you at this moment. Good. Put yourself in a plank position or in a push-up position. And allow your body to slowly go into a chaturanga as you rise into an upward dog where the tops of your feet are touching the mat. Allow yourself to squeeze those glutes and shine that heart up towards the sky. And using your upper body, push yourself towards a downward dog. Bring that left leg towards the middle of the mat. Bring that right leg towards the sky into a three-legged dog. Hold this position for a little bit, feeling the posterior chain on the left leg. And I'll bring that right knee towards the center of the mat into a runner's lunge. Putting your hands on the right quads and lifting your body up. Oh no. Lifting your body up in that runner's lunge. Good. Go ahead then windmill that left arm towards the back, that right arm towards the front, and allow your body to go into a warrior two, lowering your shoulders down. Good. Bring that left arm down towards the left knee and raise and reverse that warrior. Looking up towards the sky or towards the floor, your choice. And windmill those arms down, straightening those legs, maybe shortening the stance, and creating triangle pose. Again, listening to your body, to whatever feels most comfortable. Adjust. Allowing yourself to adjust. Go ahead and bring your hands towards the right side. Feeling what that feels like. And going towards the left. Again, feeling what that feels like. Now going back to center, one hand on each side. Put your weight on that right leg, getting that leg ready. Now bring that left leg towards that right leg, so that they meet each other in the same location. Push yourself towards a half forward fold. And push yourself towards a chair pose. Imagine like you're holding something in your hands, a ball, and bring that ball down to the ground into a forward fold. And in this forward fold, go ahead and walk those hands towards the front of the mat, bringing those legs back into a downward dog. Nice. How does it feel? How does the body feel now? Inviting that conversation in. Breathing in and sending that inhale to the diaphragm. Allowing the belly to rise and fall. Bring that right leg towards the middle of the mat, lifting that left leg now, and holding a three-legged dog. Bring that left leg towards the center of the mat, towards the center of your hands, into a runner's lunge. Go ahead and windmill the arms back, the right arm back, left arm forward into a warrior two. Bringing that right arm back and reverse that warrior. moving all those arms to the front. Bringing that right arm to the front and closing the position a bit into a triangle pose. Again, listening to your body and what feels right. Go ahead and put both hands to your left and hold for a bit, feeling the sensation on your posterior chain. Move those hands to the right side of the mat. Now, one hand on each side. Starting to put most of your weight on that left leg, getting it ready so that when you bring that right leg towards and meets the left leg, so that you can transfer into a chair pose. For this chair pose, allow yourself to feel what it feels like putting all or some of your weight on the balls of your feet. Holding, breathing, maybe lowering, and meeting in mountain pose. Nice, moving side to side in this mountain pose. All right, go ahead and put your weight on the left leg, bringing that right leg, the bottom of the left leg towards the calf, bringing those hands to your heart, and push that hip girdle towards the front, bringing your right knee towards the back. Welcome to tree pose. Feeling the sensation of what it feels like to put your weight on one leg. Bring that right leg towards the front, pushing that leg forward, making small circles to whatever feels right for you with your feet, or foot, I should say. And lowering that leg down. Swivel side to side, shaking the calves out a bit. Now put your weight on that right leg, bringing the left leg forward, putting it on the side calf, bringing your arms to heart center, pushing your hip towards the front and your left knee towards the back. Welcome to tree pose. Filling the belly up with air. Bring that left knee towards the front, extend at the knee. Let's do small circles in whichever direction feels the best for you. Lower that left leg to meet the right leg. Let's give a little bit of movement side to side. Good. Raise those arms up. Bend at the hip. Touch the mat. Walk your hands to the front. Legs towards the back. Down into a chaturanga. And push into that upward dog. So that the tops of the feet and the palms of your hand are holding you upright, shining that heart forward, squeezing those glutes, pushing yourself to an active child's pose. And bringing those knees down to a restful child's pose. Go ahead and raise that right arm up and thread the needle so that you can face your head towards the left side. And what that may feel like on your right side body. Feel free to move your left arm in whichever way feels most comfortable. Bring that left arm towards the front of the mat. The right arm towards the front of the mat. And we're going to do the same thing to the other side. Lift that left arm up, thread the needle. And bring that right arm to whatever position it feels most comfortable. Let's meet in another child's pose. Pushing your palms towards the knee. Lifting yourself up into a kneeling position. Allow yourself to get comfortable. If you have a blanket, go ahead and use it if you like. Lay your body down into a supine position to begin Shavasana. Bring awareness to the labret that's superficially placed above the top lip and right below the nostrils. Try to focus on the inhale as you breathe in through your nose. And feel that cool, refreshing air as it comes into your body. And as you exhale through the nose, feel the warmth sensation as it is expelled from your body. And know that you can always come back to this sensation. Relax the forehead. Bring awareness to your cheekbones. Lower them down. Lower the eyebrows. And soften your gaze. Open or unclench the jaw. Allow the tongue to go from the roof towards the bottom of the mouth. Focusing in on that nasal breathing and feeling the refreshing inhale and the warmth of the exhale. And maybe now you can feel your heartbeat. And know that it's beating for you. As we begin to close today's yoga practice, allow yourself to remember what it feels like to breathe in through your nose and exhale through the nose. The subtle fluctuations of breath. Start wiggling those toes. Start wiggling those fingers. Maybe blinking ever so gently. And whenever you're ready, roll over to your left or to your right and push yourself up into a seated position. Thank you so much for allowing me to teach today, and it was an honor and a privilege.